Hello,
very
everyone,
impressive
welcome
when it
back
does
to
come
the channel.
the team
I'm
fights
OP,
and the fact
and
that
in
he
today's
builds
episode,
a
we'll
whole
be
bunch
going
of
over some of
damage
the
and
best
doesn't
highlights
die.
from today's LCK 2024
As you mentioned,
Spring
it's big
Split
comfort for the
matchup.
side of
Without
Kingen.
further
It is a
ado,
big
let's
threat
dive
in
straight
terms
into
of
the
This
action.
barrel might have something happening here, though. Kingen has TP available. Don't forget, Perfect has Ignite.
Oh, this is late. It's okay. It's going to be Orianna that does come in. The teleport is being utilized. KT got to get out of here as the Aatrox is coming in from behind. As a three-man knockout comes in from Beryl. That's from Lucid. That is the engage you were looking for, Chronicler, as everybody is going to get away on low health, though. They only do get
The Drake goes down to 59. It's actually the Orianna BDD that ends up picking it up. And then Beryl ends up going very low. Here you think it's done, and we don't get to see.
Showmaker's dead. Just straight up. Looks like no flash. Used it in the earlier play.
Some of these members. It looks like they don't want to contest, instead opting to go for some aggressive wave shoving. But the timing on this, not that great. Immediate counter herald comes through, and I don't think Kingen is really threatening to stop that turret.
Okay, Def says, I'm going to take it into my own hands. I am now the engaged with Flash, Chains of Corruption.
Hey,
Which Showmaker does flash away.
someone has to start a fight.
Yeah, as now Shockwave coming in, Aiming's in a lot of trouble. He's just out of the fight immediately. The Lucian doesn't do anything with this low of range, as now Kingen gets in from behind, but he's just kicked away from Def. Although Def will go down, and Kingen survives after all of that. And now Showmaker making his way back into this play. Keep in mind, KT, they got the Infernal Drake as well. So pretty okay with this one, although Deft is definitely biting the
Big
bullet.
that they get the kill on Deft, because otherwise I don't think he would have actually been able to stay alive.
Can they kill him here? I mean, Beryl tanking up quite a bit as he will go down. It does feed the kill over to Perfect, who is immensely down a couple of Drakes. And it does feel like KT are controlling the flow of this game, but the gold is relatively similar, especially if you get the majority of those calling hits into a rumble, let's say, in this case. You're going to be feeling pretty...
And it kind of working. Well, for Deft, not necessarily. The engage.
Yeah, nice equalizer. That's a hook onto the Poppy, and the chains in the backline as well. It's going to hit the Poppy again, and the kick comes in as Deft very nicely set up there alongside a Beryl, as now that hook is going to be pretty interesting, but Kingen trying to run away from this one. Not sure he's going to be able to. The rest of the team just abandoning ship and will leave their Aatrox out in the ocean.
A lot of power available in Showmaker and Aiming. Lucid also on his way, and he is zooming Valdez.
He's so fast. I'm not sure it's going to matter, though. Showmaker could get a nice amount of burst damage in here as the Tidal Wave comes in as well, but the Smite is going to be, of course, better than the Mantra Q as a lot of damage comes in from the side of Aiming, but Beryl just flashes the wall and a Mega Cone to save everybody.
That could have been salvageable, but Kingen flashes in, doesn't actually kill Pioshik, then gets ulted away by BDD, meaning that he goes down. More defensive summoners have to be invested by DK.
By the way, Pioshik rather, he did go down to Aiming, it looks like, as Jonah Strong was trying to show us that in live while we were watching the replay. Now BDD is trying to, no, I think it was, oh, I guess it was the two of them together. Well, now Showmaker goes down.
KT's still going to come out ahead on this one, obviously, with the Red Bull Baron power play. Not amazing, because Pioshik up getting an inner as well. So still going to not feel too bad for KT. Also should put him in a great position already on this half of the map.
You can see on that, he does not have it for the moment. As a bit of a 5v5 brewing here. Some nice Mantra Q action. A big Poppy ultimate to get the jungler away. And now Beryl is just biting the bullet for this one. He's going to go down. So that slow from the Tidal Wave was pretty huge. And DK, they staked their claim on a second Chemtech Drake here, stacking their own set of Drake into TP into this fight. As now the helicopter being charged up by the side of Lucid. He's just going to hold on to it as this one is being laced. The engage just come down onto the Poppy, and they have so much damage, but he just runs it off and sprints away from them. As the TP did come in from Kingen, he's going to try to set this one up, but Beryl is going to be able to get away as Lucid. He dies to the Baron. How did he manage that? And now KT Rolster, yes, very low on health, but 5v4 in their favor. After the against the Poppy. They're going to get some vision here, but this one might be a bit late as Lucid is going to knock away Beryl, and he's going to get into this pit. They get so low, they can just keep this one lead. It's just a smite fight, and it goes to Pyosik. Went down to like 1198, and the damage is coming in now. BDD is so low, but he just flashes away from this one as aiming. Desperate to get some damage into Perfect. Will get it down, but there's already 2 members of DK that are in the grave as aiming. Also pretty low depth, and Pyosik alone gotta try to win this one, but Kingen is full health on the lethality. Aatrox just running at them and should be able to take up Pyosik as he kind of messes that one up.
Mega Cone!
Mega Cone. We do have BDD who tried to TP into this one. And Deft is, I think they know where he is. Yeah, Mega Cone comes in. He's trying to do some damage to kill it. They take out the Navi. He wants aiming as well, and the kill. Oh! He is saved, just barely.
The chains onto Deft, who then still has the field flash. It's a work of art. From DK now. KT actually gonna out-rotate them, get the mid lane turret here. So the the health bars are too low. That I guess they don't want to risk the contest. They lost some of their engagement.
The timing was great.
Took a lot of damage, but now the GA cooldown is down. Pyosik does mean he can go for some really aggressive plays.
Here it is once again. They're just going for that front target. Lucid is going to knock him away, but he's just dead. The amount of damage that they have right now, KT, is just insane. And even Lucid, you mentioned he was behind on levels. He's just falling apart like a piece of paper. Is now Perfect in a bit of trouble.
True 6 item. And so there's Trailblazer, there's Slay.
Uh-oh. Pyosik trying to be the clutch master again. He's going to get the kick on aiming. He nearly dies for it, and aiming gets away. And now Kingen with the angle, but he's alone once again, and is just taking massive damage, but he heals so much against Barrel. Is not going to survive, though, as BDD just going to chunk him down.
Karma.
Yeah.
Does have a lot of backline threat damage.
A lot of flanking, but now Kingen, he's here without TP. He's going to get the inhibitor, and this might be a trade nexus for Chemtech Soul kind of situation, although BDD is going to go back. As we will have to look at this 1v1. BDD looks totally fine. He's going to clear the wave, and that issue is solved. Pyosik getting so low, but down goes Lucid again as the equalizer comes through, and the smite goes down to the side of Pyosik. Showmaker going into stasis, but he's all alone in the pit, and he will be taken out. KT Rolster will take this one down. They get the Chemtech Soul, pushing into 0 compared to 2 and 1.
Yeah, Lucid and Kellen are almost back though, and KT didn't actually get the opportunity to end. I think also because they were kind of looking at, is someone on DK?
Large on this Baron who's got a massive health bar. Equalizer comes down, and yeah, Perfect just going to help out with that one. And that is Baron given over to DK. Smited at about.
A lot of heavy lifting being done here.
Even Showmaker's not on full build.
Yeah, exactly.
And we just had, and he will hold on to his flash. Meanwhile, scrambling around the base right now is KT trying to stop Kingen from getting this one as Shockwave comes in, and Kingen might have overstepped here, but this inhibitor goes down. Kingen almost nearly gone, but the base might be gone as well. DK trying to end this one, or at least threaten it. They're going to take down a Nexus turret, but also another inhibitor turret does go down. Showmaker doing work in mid lane, as the bottom inhibitor did go
too hard, because then they can double TP towards the bot wave.
And there's not a lot of vision here for KT. As Kingen gets in, and Pyosik is going to dodge that one. It's going to come down to a flip. Is this Challenger's Chronicler? As it will come down to the flip, and it goes to Aatrox. Kingen picks up the Elder Drake, and that should be game. As Pyosik and Deft on the run, but they're being Aatrox from a distance. And Defty's not long for this world. There's the execution, and Pyosik just on the run. He's going to be very sad he wasn't able to hit that smite, and maybe we're not going to break the record, as DK will push the bottom lane.
Betraying his old teammates, slamming them down, gets the Elder somehow, and DK is going to take game number 1.
And Lucid is emoting into them after being caught out multiple times. Doesn't matter. He did the one important thing, which is trying to help smite the Elder, I suppose, along with King.
With Nautilus already being a main initiator, and the amount of CC available for KT, absolutely incredible. Kingen, he got pummeled in lane last time around. I expect it will be the same, and I expect
for Kellen at the moment. And no Hex Flash, but you can always just go around the back, as that they will. The root comes down onto Kellen. He's in a lot of trouble, as he will flash away, but his first blood given over to Beryl, taken down by the Ignite.
Really good recuperation there from Pioshik. Not to be dissuaded. He will have to pay pretty... We do see the Drake being taken here by KT, and you've Smolder catch. Like, post 6, maybe. Because Pioshik is trying his best now to just farm up as much as he can. Lucid did get the 1 as...
Ult comes in, he is level 4, and oh god, where did he go? On, and wasn't able to get the full 3, even though KT got the Drake.
Lucid also hasn't really been able to use the max values. Oh, the gank.
Nice knockback here from the side of BDD, and in fact, they're going to try to turn this one around on the Showmaker, and that they will. The Smolder does call down his mom, down onto Pioshik, and will, in fact, pick up an early kill.
Didn't end up dying twice. Could have devoured Showmaker there. That would have been a guarantee win. Oh, King, and...
He doesn't have ult Barrel, but it does not seem to matter. Aftershock procced, and Barrel only takes 1 turret shot, just like that.
Kill for his Gnar as well, which in this matchup obviously going to be a really big boon.
He was in the mid lane as well, but Barrel's going to get knocked up now, maybe playing too close to the sun as, nope, he's just going to flash away. Then he goes back in, actually, but aiming is here, and that might be a bit of a problem. Flash Q from aiming, as now Lucid's going to get devoured. The double seismic shove comes out from the side of KT, as now aiming will go down. It's a double to the side of BDD, making a triple, as Showmaker as well is being kited down into his own jungle. Perfect gonna pick that one up with his TP to come in and help out the team.
Really big there for me is that map impact that Perfect was able to make, as we again see that engaging on Barrel is a fool's quest. Do not do it. It is not right. It is a mistake. This is where things look pretty dire, but aiming goes over the flashes in, and then this knockback from Talia. Plus the fact that they already had used the Devour.
Showmaker
is dead.
Looks like he's dead. He doesn't have Flash, and that's 1 more rock from the side of BDD, who here, and Devour available. They didn't know that, but they're just not going to dive onto that turret. Better safe than sorry, as I say that. Barrel now in a bit of trouble as he is going to hook into the wall, but he is devoured to his death, most likely, as King in. One more hit would do it! Devoured to the wall! No way! Flash comes forward, and King will finally get that kill, but will they pay for it, as they are very deep in this one, and BDD shows up, and they take them both down.
Do not fall for it! Please! This Barrel is just like, wow thing.
Was he predicting him to flash forward?
It has to be. I don't know why else he would go for that. Like I
think he just missed.
It might be, but I feel like it was so far up.
Flash into... No, he doesn't have wall.
Regardless, though, big mistake, because...
No Glacial Prison here.
Ooh, yeah, and no Flash.
Could try to dive, and the shield is coming in from the Seraphs, but it looks like BDD 1Q, and he does get taken down. That's a big shutdown, but immediately going to be traded back as Def does pick this one up. He's looking for a bit more. His Lucid seems worrying, yeah. I do think that, you know, if we do get to a very late game scenario, if KT mess something up along health, burn will be enough, even through the Mountain Drakes. As, okay, well, King instead.
He came to them with news of his glorious exploits, and they were like, yes, we will follow you, Lord Guru. Take us to where we are needed. Oh, Lucid.
Yeah, that ain't it. Okay, well, now Kellen is going to pay the price. He does have a big shield, but that is nothing compared to the Fed Varus. It's now Perfect. Uh-oh, we got some rocks. We got a big Gnar as well, right on top of the 2 of them. And that's going to be a double kill now for the side of Def. This one is well and truly over, as we're almost at 10,000 gold.
Stance guard.
Yeah, nope, they're not even going to see this happen, as they do know it is happening. It's going to last, though, especially with the difference in farm, as, okay, well, what if we just remove the Smolder entirely? Just knock him away from the wave. That's a good way to take down the inhibitor, too. Uh-oh, that was very close. Heal utilized here by aiming just for the movement speed to try to avoid the seismic shove. Still down about 13,000 gold.
When you invest a double ult and like you push them off, you're like, that actually was good. That felt good. We finally punched back.
We did it.
And then they TP back.
All right, 225.
Yay.
We did it, guys. The Smolder's online. And we get a nice little graphic here as King dies. A nice Gnar into 2 of them. As a bit of damage is actually going down on the Perfect. Did they go too far on this one?
Valdez?
Perhaps they did. Wait, no way. They went straight into the Smolder. And the damage is just insane right now.
No.
Oh, and he's gonna force that flash out of BDD. Guys, they were down 13,000 golds.
He has the blast cone. I think he's fine. They're trying to chase Lucida's flash.
Blast cone should save them, but yeah, you mentioned the flash forward from Amy. He's just gonna assassinate them. And the burn comes in. They want to give this over to Aiming, and they will. You've gotta be kidding me.
They don't get soul either. That's sitting at 2 before. Oh, Deft has to try and steal this. If he can. He's a hero. Okay.
He might be able to kill Lucid, to be honest. He has an insane amount of damage, but oh no, Deft, he's baited into it, and he goes down as well. Hands on his head as the objective bounce.
I still don't think they should be allowed to get near this Baron, and they won't.
They won't. They're gonna let it go. That one went down to 70.
Might be the inhib, though.
Yeah, they don't have an Aatrox anymore, though. He didn't quite go into the grave, but Weaver's Wall and a push should be enough. In a 5v4 situation, Inhibitor will go down. As we're trying to do some max health burn.
Oh, 10 seconds on the mid inhib. Ideally, KT want to stick around. If they can get free inhibs, doesn't matter that Smolder's there. And I still think KT very firmly in control of this game.
Oh, the flash ult comes in, but the follow-up is just not there. Lucid, way ahead of his time, perhaps, and way ahead of his team. It was a cool angle, but it's 3 inhibitors down now, and KT Rolster looking at this one. The seismic shove comes in, and the Devourer is here once again. Aiming is safe for now. As that front line, though, it is being chipped away at by KT Rolster.
Left's back.
Mern is coming in, and ult onto the Tomken's very confusing, as that's not going to do much of anything at all. Kellen just presses Z. Nice damage being put in from Deft. He's got the target on the right target.
Another TP to come through.
All right, let's see if they can hold on to this one. Flash away from the seismic shove, flash forward. Hook is going to sail wide, and KT Rolster with the Baron buff.
Just leave. It's fine. It's fine. You can get Dragon. You have triple inhib.
No.
You don't have to keep going.
You know, honestly, I think they should be able to end this one here, but let's see if they actually do as they engage onto the Aatrox, and that is another kill for the Smolder, but Showmaker is going to go down, and Aiming is so low. The Sonya's timing is perfect, but I just don't think it matters as the flash comes in, and KT finally, we will be let off of their roller coaster as they take down game number 2. We have a series on our hands.
A little bit of a bait and switch there from KT.
The top lane once again with the Gnar into the Aatrox.
Biggest saving grace this time around is the bot lane for DK. Zerilulu actually can have a
Leaving the bottom lane?
Who could have
As the blue team?
shock? Oh, but they got grubs though. That's
They
good,
did.
right?
They did get the grubs. Beryl has elected to stick around. BDD maybe thinking about TPing in here. He's going to get here after his support dies. And I don't think that even saves Deft, because they were already disengaging.
For KT is the triple grubs.
Oh boy.
As Rel has found... Oh, Kingen might be in some trouble, though.
Oh yeah, he's getting flashed on. Ooh, he flashes away, but there is a tree running at him anyway.
He might be fine, though. This is Mini.
Maybe he is. Yeah, the flash magnet storm, and that's just the end of perfect, as down he will go. And Pioshik is not in a better spot. He does have flash himself. Will he elect to use it is the question. Q comes in, and he just says, nah, man, I'm dead. This is over. In this top trade, it's through his mic from Showmaker, who was sitting 2 seats away from him.
It has to be. I don't know who else is that loud.
What it sounded like. Okay, well, this is the combo, guys. This is the Kaisa Leona. They get on in. That's a very nice solar flare. And now with Pioshik here, maybe they make something of it. But Beryl is actually the one that is low as he nearly goes down. And the bouncing autos from Aiming.
BDD.
Up he flashes forward. He's looking for the kills. And he's going to get the one as here comes BDD. As you mentioned, flash forward, immediate stun from the side of Lucid. And yes, Aiming goes down, but he saves his teammates. And he
Challengers, man.
Who could have seen it coming? And you know, we were talking about the Renata Glask as well. That's actually a big Kellen pick.
Usually, teams have got a solid grasp on one or the other. Let's see what the... It's Scamtech, isn't it?
He's got some extra time to troll us. Not surprising, to be honest. And boy, I'm just an innocent little Yordle.
But I would love if they just start Nash, or at least threaten to start Nash. Because right now you have a...
He's doing quite a lot with the picks as well. A little bit of help from the Lulu, which by the way helps Zir now. And his soldiers, as the ult comes in, Lucid is very low, and down he goes. Meganar is coming in. Beryl is going to find this engage onto Showmaker, who is quite tanky, but he's alone. Going to sweep away 4 people and dash, but it's Kai'Sa. You're not getting away from her and from Tristana. As KT Rolster, they find the angle. DK drop the ball, and KT...
Drakes. The soul is Chemtech, and we have traveled back in time. Comps are a little different, but that's okay.
Game number 1 was fun. We only 2 items, whole game.
Doesn't even have that yet.
Excuses. Oh, he knocks him out of the air, BDD! He is not able to buffer that one, and that is a big deal, as now we do not have a Tristana, and the Baron just spawned.
Oh god.
Went for it in kind of like oh, he's probably just going to flash this or buffer this, so I'll just throw it out, nothing else is happening.
BDD just died, and now they're just marching up the front. What is happening to my silly game, Feldes?
I guess the game just ends now.
Okay, they won't be able to push further than the turret, but that's going to be a lot of value out of that. And DK is like, yeah, it's soul point, who cares?
It's a Chemtech Drake, who cares about that thing? Just get the mid inhibitor. And it's only the mid inhibitor.
They'll probably rotate towards top as well.
Yeah. Let's see if they even get this in the first place.
Guys?
Aiming. Uh-oh, perfect. Kind of alone. Lucid gonna move forward.
Just force a response?
It's a nice call, but they gotta be careful not to get caught in this pit, as the damage is insane, and Lucid's in the pit, but he can't get in, he gets rooted! And look at the damage now onto the front line, as Kingen is just 100 to 0. He is in the World Ender. They're trying to chase here. As Perfect isn't able to do much on the Mininar. They do want to chase, but now the poke is coming out from the Kai'Sa as well. Pyosik just gonna give himself up for the team, it looks like. Will he even go down in the last case, as Kingen is going to help pick him up? But that's Baron for KT on 4 members.
Oh, TPs!
Here we go. Okay. TP's coming in. The sweep, it only gets 1 in Showmaker. He ducks immediately. We officially have our silly game. As now KT are going to flash forward. Here comes BDD looking for the kill on the King, and that'll
Reverse
be free.
TP!
And now we do have the Gnar, as you mentioned, Perfect.
Wait, he's mini.
Oh, he's mini. Oh, that's a Zeri, but they might have the damage. Lucid with a big engage, but he's so low, they take out the one guy as Aiming is gonna blow up to the Tristana. As Solar Flare coming down, BDD, he wants more. One jump should do it. As, yeah, the E comes down and Kellen is just dead. The range of the level 18 Tristana, insane. And KT take that massive
from Deft actually is absolutely incredible. As we do have Deft also getting the Chemtech Soul here, which is a big mess.
The game feels very handily in their favor now. BDD is very large,
but
with the Emperor's Divide.
As long as the inhibits stand.
Here we go.
Redemption used.
The Baron damage is bonkers. I mean, this is going to go down immediately. They have to get in, but the slow is on Lucid. He can't quite.
The poke!
Okay, the poke is coming down, and the other's going to give it away. Lucid not going to get into the pit. And now Kingen in an awkward spot here. The team kind of wants to help him, but I think he's just going to have to flash the wall. Very unfortunate for him in that position. They're not able to find the angle on the engage, so he just has to flash and has transitioned into basically full AP. As now, charging down the mid lane, gonna take out this inhibitor, no doubt.
Oh, there are flank wards. Yeah, you gotta find a flank. Who doesn't spot him? But they have an inkling.
Oh, look at that poke. Did you see that? A massive engage comes in. They combo them! They get the job done! But BDD is alive. He is shelling. He jumps into the back line, and he cannot be touched. Although Aiming as well, he's just gonna blow up to BDD. But it does not matter, as BDD could not quite 1v5 in this game, as he will be chipped away at. It's a triple kill for Showmaker, and the game will just end.
Biding their time. DK just waiting. And as Lucid goes in, Showmaker sees his angle. Kingen not spotted on the flank.
There's no TP, and BDD is the only one that does have TP in 30
They're
seconds.
They're gonna lose. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wait, no one is backing.
Nobody's backing. Guys,
no one is backing.
Guys, no way. Somebody's got to back.
BDD can TP. In 15 seconds, Perfect can stop them from backing.
Perfect
the next
is stop the back.
Okay, Aiming is up in 5.
Okay, they're gonna get the Elder, and now they just gotta go back, because they just lost double Nexus turret. It's an open Oh, no way! Try to push them off of this one. They should be able to get the inhibitor. And like you mentioned, KT's just not going to give them the fight.
They can't. 10 seconds.
They have to let it go.
And DK.
Inhibitor's down.
10.
They're going to try to push for a bit more. Nexus comes in, the engage is denied, but the damage on a BDD already is huge as Kingen is in there, and he is very deep as a Divide comes in, but the 280 carries are shelling, but it just doesn't matter as Kingen is unkillable, and the Elder Drake helps out so much as finally Aiming gets to move forward and shoot some enemies down. Dplus Kia will take the 2-1.
These were some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.